Welcome back. Robert Mueller is facing an unlikely roadblock from Chief Justice John Roberts, who temporarily blocked the special counsel from granting a subpoena for an unnamed foreign corporation as part of the Russia probe. So when can we expect to learn anything, if at all, about this mystery corporation, and why did the Chief Justice intervene? Helping us to shed some light on this very complicated development is Senior Legal Fellow at the Heritage Foundation, Hans von Spakovsky. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Heather.
So tell us, what do we know, if anything, about this foreign company, and what do you think it has to do with the Mueller probe?
Well, it's a grand jury subpoena of a foreign corporation that is owned by a foreign government. Now, the corporation's not identified, neither is the government, and we don't know what information is being sought. But I think one of the reasons that the Supreme Court may have taken this is because the subpoena makes it clear that they're seeking information for actions taken by this foreign corporation outside of the United States. Now, Mueller says he's still entitled to this because he said these actions had an effect inside the U.S. But basically, this foreign entity, the foreign government, is claiming, look, we have sovereign immunity. We're immune from domestic U.S. political court processes, and we don't have to respond to the subpoena. So that is a very interesting question, and it's a determination the Supreme Court has to make.
And when will they make that decision? And does this specifically, do we even know if this has to do with the collusion part of his investigation? Because it's branched into so many different areas.
Yeah, we don't know if it has anything to do with the collusion investigation because, as you know, many of the indictments that Mueller has come out with have had nothing to do with the Russian collusion investigation. We should probably hear something soon. The Chief Justice asked the parties to brief him by the end of December. So now the court has it, and they have to make a determination. But look, even if they issue a decision, we still may not get any information about which foreign government this was, who the corporation was, or what information they're seeking. The court just may say, yes, they're entitled to the information, or no, the grand jury is not entitled to the information. And
even if they say yes, the information may never be released to us.
No, that's exactly right. Not unless at some point in the future there are criminal indictments that result from this investigation.
So do you think this was part of the whole, I know that legally if someone is being wiretapped, if there's conversations back and forth, maybe that's how they discovered about this foreign company?
Well, it could be, but again, the key thing we know from these secret filings is that these actions occurred outside of the United States.
Okay.
So we really don't know what's going on here and whether it has anything to do with the actual collusion investigation.
So even if there were conversations that were recorded with someone who is here currently in the U.S., that would not allow for necessarily them to be able to be subpoenaed?
Potentially not, but again, that's the question that the Supreme Court has to decide. Are these actions tied enough to the United States domestically to make this subpoena valid?
Okay, got it. Well, it's very interesting, and a lot of people keeping their eye on it, and possibly a decision as early as this afternoon?
There's no telling how quickly the Supreme Court will act on this.
Okay. Hans, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.